This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that fire. Let's talk about it, man. Gervonta Tank Davis. It's the things that make you say, It's the things that make you say, What did Bill Haney say? Gervonta Tank Davis is the most dangerous fight, dog. It's the things that make you say, It's the things that make you say, And the prediction. And the prediction. Y'all gonna hear this shit. And the prediction. And the prediction. I want y'all to see the background. That's what he said. Gervonta Tank Davis is the most dangerous fight. There's no arguing that. There's no going against that. There's no denying that. There's no basically what we would say questioning it. And there's no basically question marks that's associated behind it. Because these are facts. If Bill Haney didn't say this, he wouldn't be calling a spade a spade. If Bill Haney didn't say this, he wouldn't be keeping it real. If Bill Haney didn't say this, he wouldn't basically be keeping it a buck. If Bill Haney didn't say this, he wouldn't be keeping it a fucking 1,000. Because when it's all said and done, all roads leads to Gervonta Tank Davis. This guy's a Mighty Mouse iteration of Mike Tyson meets Roy Jones Jr. meets Floyd Mayweather. This guy's special. He's box office. The Big 8. And if you guys don't want to admit that, you guys don't want to come to that conclusive state, you guys don't want to come to that cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-teller fashion, stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense and go sit down somewhere and what? Higgity fucking hush. When it's all said and done, that's the smartest thing that ever came out of Bill Haney's mouth. Because Bill Haney's done a lot of dumb shit, especially with his son, Devin Haney. That admission in of itself tells you that Bill Haney understands, or he quintessentially gets, that Gervonta Tank Davis will literally tank his son's ass. To sit there and basically admit the cold-hearted, admit the unadulterated, admit the cutthroat truth-teller fashion, admit truth-telling fashion, admit the truth of the fact of the matter. The truth hurts. But those whom the truth set free are free indeed. And the truth is, the Big 8 tanks Devin Haney. The Big 8 ain't nothing to play with. So he had to admit, he had to bend the proverbial fucking knee. He had to kiss the ring while he was at it. He had to basically say that Gervonta Tank Davis is the most dangerous fighter. Absence not saying that would have revealed the boxing casual that he was. And it would reveal continuously why he doesn't get an opportunity to run Devin Haney's career. That he shouldn't have anything to do with Devin Haney. When it's all said and done, I'm not surprised. The only surprise that I would have is if Bill Haney sat there and omitted this. And if Bill Haney sat there and didn't say this. And if Bill Haney sat there and then basically adhered to this. Because when it's all said and done, the Big 8 is what the fuck he is. The Big fucking 8. Gervonta Tank Davis is killing and murdering any motherfucker at 130, 135, and 140. Now 130 can fucking breathe. Because Gervonta Tank Davis is no longer there. Leave that shit to Shakur Stevenson to handle. Gervonta Tank Davis is all about 135 and 140. Because he can dominate that shit. Because Gervonta Tank Davis is a dominator by nation. And see, I thought Gervonta Tank Davis' cap was 140. Man, Gervonta Tank Davis' cap is 147. Let me say it again. His cap is 147. He's going to be the shortest motherfucker at 147, literally tanking motherfuckers at 147, dog. We saw that with Ivan Redkach. Ivan Redkach was a full-fledged welterweight. Tank this fucking ass in sparring, dog. Beat the shit out of him. Gervonta Tank Davis, his power is lights out. We seen Gervonta Tank Davis. We seen heavyweights. And Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury hit the heavyweight bag. Deontay Wilder was 927, dog, on the punch bag. Gervonta Tank Davis hit that bitch at 953. Woo! Let me say it again. Deontay Wilder hit that motherfucker at 927. Gervonta Tank Davis hit that bitch at 953. So pound for pound, Gervonta Tank Davis is the strongest motherfucker ever, man. Because Gervonta Tank Davis is lights out. His power is unfucking real. When that motherfucker connects, you get knocked the fuck out. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth-teller fashion. Why you think Gervonta Tank Davis always say, this motherfucker get knocked out, though? Because that's what he do. He knock your rabbit ass out. Devin Haney fuck around and get connected. I mean, look at the Jorge Linares fight. That tells you everything you fucking need to know. That's why Bill Haney has been the proverbial fucking knee and kissed the ring while he was at it to Gervonta Tank Davis, because he understands. Well, he understood, and he just didn't want to admit that shit. If this is Tank that lands the way that Jorge Linares land, oh my goodness, my son is motherfucking done. Now you see why Devin Haney ducked Gary Russell Jr., dog. Because you gotta duck quality opposition, dog. You gotta duck motherfuckers that's gonna make you work. And when it's all said and done, Gervonta Tank Davis works you. Not only from a knockout standpoint, he works you in the boxing ring. And you see what happened? Gervonta Tank Davis told you he was back on his shit. Loretta True Spence told you he was back on his shit. The Charlo brothers told you they were back on their shit. And they all been back on their motherfucking shit. Look at Gervonta Tank Davis constantly training, constantly building himself up, constantly gearing himself up, constantly engineering himself up. Because he's smart. He's not a stupid fucking dodo head. I gotta give Tank the biggest fucking credit in the world. And Raleigh Romero, the motherfucker's getting knocked the fuck out, dog. Let me say it again. Tank gonna knock the block out of this motherfucker. I'm gonna talk about that video another day, dog. When it's all said and done, Gervonta Tank Davis is smart. He's listening to the shrewdest guys in boxing. Floyd was able to have the shrewdest man advise him in Al Heyman. And that's paid off uber fucking dividends. Same thing with Leonard Ellaby. He has a great team around him. See, boxers need a great team around them. That's why Gervonta Tank Davis is excelling, because he has a great team around him. And if that's not the cold-hearted, that's not the unadulterated, and that's not the cutthroat true-teller fashion, I don't know what is. Look at Raleigh Polly. He's getting more fucking traction than Devin fucking Haney. Why? Because he's with Mayweather Promotions. This is why I told Devin Haney, bend the proverbial fucking knee, kiss the ring while you at it to Floyd Mayweather. Absence doing this shit, you ain't gonna be crispier than a fucking 3-piece. You fuck around and try to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, you better try to find, you better make sure at least 2 to 3 fights before that fight, you pulling Floyd to the side and you bending the proverbial fucking knee. You kissing the ring while you at it, and you getting all the instructions from Floyd. Absence doing this, that shit won't even be competitive. Gervonta Tank Davis land on this motherfucker, he knocking his choppy overhead right ass the fuck out. I keeps the foot on the whoop. Oh, Diggs. I keeps the foot on the whoop. Oh, Diggs. Bill Haney, you know, he knows everything's the ultimate truth teller. Can't believe I'm doing this. But for that omission, that clarification, that testification, you get the biggest salute of the damn day. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.